if a kid can do it, so can you. Here is one of the easiest tools of all to do SEO with for YouTube is simply just start doing some searches or typing in some keystrokes into the YouTube search engine. In the search box, you'll see search suggestions based on the keystrokes that you've already typed. So these are roughly in order of popularity. So that gives you some good brainstorming. You can also use a tool called Subel, which I covered in another segment about keyword brainstorming. So if you go to subel.com and you start typing in some different keywords and see what the search suggestions are, not just from YouTube, but also Google and Bing and Yahoo and answers.com and so forth, that's pretty cool. You can also use Google Trends, but not in the way that you might be accustomed to. Let me show you specifically what I mean. So if I go to google.com/trends, and then I put in whatever, like Neopets, and I want to see how that performs as a keyword in YouTube, well, I have to change from web search up here in the top to YouTube search. Most people don't even know that that even exists. That option allows me to get data back on what keywords are popular in the YouTube search results. Is that awesome or what? So be sure to use Google Trends and incorporate that into your YouTube SEO tool set. All right, so let's now talk about what to create in terms of video content. Because if you create something that's not very worthy of being watched or shared or liked or anything like that, then it's just going to fall flat. It's not going to go viral. It's not going to get a lot of views. It's not going to rank well because it's just not remarkable. And when I say remarkable, I mean Seth Godin's definition of remarkable. It's worth remarking about. It's a purple cow. So you need to create something that is worth remarking about. And the format of it doesn't matter whether it's a screencast recording or it's a video of you, a talking head sort of video, or it's a montage of different images, or it's an audio podcast with some still images added to it, so it is now in video form. So you've taken your audio podcast and you've uploaded it to YouTube. It could be any number of different things, but this unique video-based content has to, again, be worthy of somebody wanting to share it, link to it, blog about it, etc. So these are some different kinds of videos. This one is an explainer video that's one of those whiteboard type of videos. Here's an explainer video that's done as an animation. This one is, I guess you could call it an explainer video, but it's just more of a viral video. Really put Dollar Shave Club on the map. This thing went crazy viral, millions and millions of views. This is another type of whiteboard explainer video, but this one is with the guy talking and explaining and having that actually this is not a whiteboard, it's a flip chart. Here's another whiteboard video. This is from one of my co-authors on the Art of SEO, and this is a podcast, but one where they've taken the video of the podcasters speaking. Instead of using still images, they took video as well. And this is a fun science video. This is a past client of mine, Steve Spangler. He's been on the Ellen Show a bunch of times and everything, doing all these crazy, amazing science experiments. And he has several different YouTube channels that do really well. The Spangler Effect is one of them. He has also Sick Science as another one, and the Steve Spangler Science podcast or channel. This is a screencast, which is just a screen recording, and you can explain different software programs, or you could go through PowerPoint decks, like what I'm doing here. You can just use screen recording software such as ScreenFlow for the Mac or Camtasia for PC or Mac to record the screen and your audio as the overlay. Here is a really popular example of a kind of an explainer video, but done with animation using Extra Normal, where you pick the avatars and you give it the script, and then the avatars speak the lines that you've given it. This is a microsite where it was live video of a college intern who worked all summer long at the Perfetti Van Melde headquarters, for Mentos, the makers of Mentos. He worked there just sitting in front of a webcam and then chatting with people who came to the Mentos intern website, as well as you could give him work to do, like, oh, hey, can you fill out the spreadsheet for me and stuff, because what else is he going to do? He's just sitting in front of the computer all day in front of the webcam. So that was a fun, viral, live video stream website that did really well in social media and got lots of links. So just think outside the box, basically. And then once you have this really compelling, link-worthy video content, then you're going to want to leverage power users to get that noticed by a larger audience, and then potentially to spill over and to go viral, basically. Right? So you get that snowball effect happening, where it just keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and then just kind of takes off with a life of its own. So you could create something that if it leverages an existing meme, or you create a new meme. A meme is a copy me instruction backed up by threats and or promises. That's a great definition from that's the best definition I've ever heard. It's from an expert and professor in viral memes. You want to seed your link-worthy videos from a power user account, so you want to have a power user in your back pocket that you can tap into, somebody who has a big fan base. So when they submit it, it's going to get viewed by a number of people, and then that snowball effect happens. You can also reach out to influencers, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Reach out to influencers and offer that compelling content in a way that makes them want to share it. But it's a lot easier just to have a power user in your back pocket that you can just call in a favor with, or pay them some money, and they seed your remarkable content. Okay, so video content building, it's got to be compelling, as I've said. You got to hopefully reinforce the message of your brand around, and pick the right keywords that you want to target. Use a watermark so that if people steal your video, your brand is still going to, there's still going to be brand impressions for you, even if they've ripped off your video and are using it elsewhere. Include links and references to your site, like in the video description and in the YouTube description and so forth. We'll get to that in a minute. So the title should be keyword rich and compelling, should convince the user, the YouTube user, to click to watch your video. It's one of the most compelling things. The only thing more compelling in terms of driving the click from the YouTube search results is the thumbnail. It's important to be concise, but also keyword rich. It's kind of a balancing act. Keep it to the 62 character or less limit, and short and punchy and compelling is the key here. The description, here's an opportunity for you to further add more relevant keywords into the mix, and to differentiate yourself from competitors, to provide a unique selling proposition, a really great call to action, put a link to your site high up in the description so they don't have to click on the show more link to, or a button to see your link, but it's maybe in the first line of the description. Tags are important as well. So tags would be keywords that are going to kind of get there's some magic happening in the back, and you don't see what these tags are as a YouTube user. You'd have to view source and view the HTML source to see what those tags are in a competitor's video. But anyways, it is used in the rankings algorithm at YouTube. Again, you want to do your keyword research before you identify the tags that you want to incorporate. Don't use throwaway words like and to. Comma separate these tags and put them in order of importance to you. So the most important, most popular keywords should be the first ones in the list of tags. Yeah, so let's talk now about annotations. Annotations are a great way to drive clicks and different user actions. If a viewer is watching the video and you really want them to subscribe to your channel, to like the video, to visit your website, to whatever, right? You want to make those calls to action inside of an annotation. And these annotations can be added later after the video has been published and everything. A lot of these things can be changed and added to after the video has been published on YouTube. You can go back and change the title, the description, the thumbnail, the annotations, and so forth. Let's skip over location. We'll talk now about thumbnails because this is so critical. This is the screenshot over on the right-hand side comes from the channel of bat19.com. Bat19 just crushes it on YouTube. They have over 440 million views across all of their YouTube videos. And it's amazing. They have some videos that have tens of millions of views. So pretty amazing. And they're all product videos. They sell all sorts of crazy stuff like 26-pound gummy bears and things like that. So you can see from the screenshot that their thumbnails are compelling. They make you want to click. They're not just some talking head. The worst kind of thumbnail is one where it just looks super boring. You can upload your own custom thumbnail. You just have to have you have to have a verified YouTube account. So just specify a mobile phone number. YouTube will send you a text message with the verification code. Then you use that in the verification. You just type in that code into the YouTube site. Boom. Now you're a verified user, and you can upload custom thumbnails. It doesn't even have to be a frame from the video. It could be completely custom. You can add all sorts of graphics onto it, etc. All right, now formats don't matter. It could be a AVI or WMV or whatever. Length of the video, try to keep it short, like definitely less than 10 minutes. I'd say even less than 5 minutes. Make it concise and punchy. The usability expert Steve Krug, who wrote Don't Make Me Think, says this: write copy for your site, then cut it in half, then cut it in half again. Do the same thing for your video transcripts or your video scripts, just to make it punchy, short and sweet, and high value add. And also bear in mind, as far as metrics are concerned, for YouTube is paying much more attention not to the number of views for your video, but to the percentage of your video that users watch. That's a key metric. Transcripts. So if you override YouTube's auto-generated transcript with your own, you're going to have a much higher quality transcript. Because if you look at the caption text or transcript text that is auto-generated by YouTube, it's full of errors. It's a joke. So definitely you want to upload your own version that's all corrected. Even better if you can also upload foreign language translations of your transcript. Then people can watch the version of your video in their foreign language. The audio is still the same, but it now has it has subtitles. So that's pretty awesome. And then now you're showing up in foreign language search queries too on YouTube. You can use services to you pay a service to create a transcript for you, like .sub or automatic sync. And never turn off the ability for users to like and dislike your video. It's a crucial part of user engagement, and likes are it's a crucial metric that YouTube looks at. Right, so when you build links to your video on YouTube, also build links to a web version that's like embedded on your website or a microsite. Like for example, Blendtec has all these viral videos of the founder Tom Dixon blending iPods, iPhones, action figures, ray candles, golf clubs, et cetera, in his blenders. That's pretty fun to watch, but if he only got links just to the YouTube videos, that would not help his SEO as much as if he also got links to his own website. And what they did was they created a separate microsite called willitblend.com, because blendtec.com is all about e-commerce, buying their product, whereas willitblend.com is all about those viral videos. If I'm a journalist writing about those viral videos, I'd want to link to the microsite as well as link to the YouTube channel. So that's a great way to get some additional SEO benefit by having really popular videos. You could also consider syndicating your video onto other popular video sharing sites like Blip TV and MetaCafe and so forth. You could use a tool like Dropload to do that in a more automated fashion, so you don't have to go to each site individually. You can upload it once and then use Dropload to upload it to all the different places that you specify. Reference your URL of your YouTube video and your RSS and MRSS feeds. MRSS is a multimedia or media, really simple syndication feed for folks who are grabbing podcasts and so forth automatically onto their into their iTunes and so forth. Let's see. So those are some tips for video link building. And then the anchor text is going to be important. When people use words like click here or check this out or watch this, then that's not as helpful as if they're using keyword-rich phrases, because Google and the search engines in general associate the anchor text of the underlying words in the link with the page that's being linked to. So, of course, we want diversity. We don't want it to look overly engineered with the same keyword-rich phrase appearing all over the place. That looks not legit. But we want diversity and keyword-rich anchor text to some degree, to a limited degree. We want to go over the top. And then also just measure your success using YouTube Analytics, using Voot, and Voot looks like this. This is giving you